You go.
10 minutes to 10 o'clock. A very good morning. My name is Sarah. Video me show the news on Galaxy FM. The Ugandan army has defended its decision to take this year's national celebrations for Tarehe Sita to Lango sub-region. This was in response to attacks by opposition politicians in the sub-region who scoffed at government for scheduling the national celebrations in a park, the hometown of former President Milton Obote. Monday's celebration, officiated by President Yoweri Museveni at a park bomber grounds, rubbed the opposition in the area the wrong way. But General David Muhoozi, the Chief of Defense Forces, explained that the army decided in good faith to celebrate the Defense Week in Lango sub-region in recognition of the efforts by the people of Lango in their struggle that led Uganda to independence.
The choice of location for this year's Tarehe Sita and the theme could not have been better. This is because of the symbolic role and prize paid by the people of Lango sub-region for independence, for democracy, for peace and stability, for socio-economic development during the pre-independence and early post-independence eras, as well as post-1986, through resisting insecurity in Lango. Notice and recognition, Your Excellency, is given especially to the outstanding role this sub-region in resisting and defeating the LRA. Therefore, as UPDF and through Your Excellency, this serves to acknowledge and applaud this remarkable contribution of the people of Lango sub-region to our country's numerous achievements.
The State Minister for Defense in charge of general duties, Charles Okello Engola, attacked some politicians who were against celebrating the day in Lango.
Your Excellency, I would also like to take this opportunity to inform you on behalf of the local leadership here in Lango that there are also a few politicians who have not accepted to live to reality. And these politicians are NRM also. Some of them don't realize what the NRM is positively doing to this country. And one or two try to stop these activities from now. I'm warning you to stop this kind of thing. What has been brought here is not for UPDF, it's not for the government, but it's for you. Why don't you take it? Don't accept somebody who has own interest. You know him. Stop following him and let's continue with what we're doing. We need development.
For beneficiaries of the 6 billion shillings presidential handshake from Uganda Revenue Authority have explained their roles in the Heritage Oil and Gas arbitration case. These are Matthew Mugabe, the former URA litigation manager, Samuel Kahima, the former acting manager of rulings and interpretations, Moses Chibumba, the former chief assessor, and former natural resource supervisor Annette Bazaliraki. The four appeared on Monday afternoon before the Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises chaired by Bugweri County MP Abdu Katuntu, which is investigating the oil cash bonuses. Mugabe, who travelled to London more than 5 times, said his role was to provide background information on how they urged the case in the Arbitration Tribunal and High Court of Uganda.
The filing of these pleadings, the drafting of these pleadings, the research that was involved in coming up with sound pleading throughout the entire process, right from the tribunal stage to the high court stage to the filing of submissions and doing research, which involved a lot of issues that had no precedence as far as they were concerned, meetings with the different witnesses to interview them, going over and above the witnesses to find out things that we didn't know before, in my view, amounted to a lot of effort on our part.
Prosecutor East MP Medad Segona asked Mugabe the number of witnesses URA presented for the case. Mugabe, however, said he could not remember the exact number, but only said they were more than 2 witnesses. This drew anger from Abdu Katuntu, the COSASE chairman, and Medad Segona.
You are the one who brought the issue, you interviewed witnesses. You are asking who are these witnesses? And
my reference to interviewing witnesses, Honorable Chairman, was as far as the proceedings before the tribunal was concerned. And any answer beyond that, Honorable Chairman, because I am an author, I would like to give you the facts as they are. I don't want to speculate. I think that's a fair
Mr. Chairman, I'm still happy with his answer, notwithstanding the tone, which to me is not offensive. Tell us about the number of witnesses you had in the tribunal.
The number of witnesses were more than 2.
You see, Mr. Mugabe, if you cannot remember all those things, how do you want me to believe that you did an extraordinary job to justify retention on job 2, an extra reward?
Moses Chibumba, the former URA chief assessor, sent the probe committee into laughter when he said that the Heritage Oil and Gas Company case was extraordinary since it generated abnormal heat.
The case was extraordinary that you never had the normal time to assess, you never had normal time to do the job. So you had to think faster, you had to do things around the clock, and we were put on 24-hour call, and they provided cars at crested towers to allow us move and move.
Former Kabaramaido West Member of Parliament Florence Ekwawo has won the Forum for Democratic Change Party ticket for the East African Legislative Assembly Yala. Ekwawo beat 9 other aspirants, winning the party ticket with 20 votes, followed by Ingrid Turinawe, who got only 18 votes. According to FDC spokesperson Ibrahim Semjunganda, the aspirants first engaged in an open campaign at the party's headquarters in Najanankumbi before the National Executive Committee members voted. When contacted, Ekwawo expressed appreciation to the party's NEC members and noted that if endorsed by Parliament, she will stand on the principles of political federation for the region, saying that she will push for term limits in all East African community countries.
There is that unresolved question. Uganda still with its term limits. I think we should walk the talk. If other member states have term limits, how do you live with the same people when you cannot claim the same principles shared among other states? So you're talking about the common market, you're talking about customs and the duties, but then when that question is not resolved, all the same, there is no equity, and it becomes very difficult, especially for the parties in opposition. Continue being chopped and the big brothers take it well.
The U.S. Department of Justice has defended President Donald Trump's travel ban and urged an appeals court to reinstate it in the interests of national security. A 15-page brief argued it was a lawful exercise of the president's authority and not a ban on Muslims. The executive order temporarily banned entry of all refugees and visitors from 7 mainly Muslim countries. A hearing has been set for today, Tuesday, on whether to allow or reject this ban. The filing was made by the San Francisco-based 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in response to the halting of Mr. Trump's order on Friday by a federal judge in Washington state. The judge had argued the ban was unconstitutional and harmful to the state's interests. As a result, people from the 7 countries of Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen with valid visas were able to travel to the U.S. again.
Health Tip. Health Tip is sponsored by Flucamol, your medication of choice for curing colds immediately.
High blood pressure does not cause headaches unless it is very high, but headaches do raise your blood pressure. So if you are a high blood pressure patient, be cautious. A very good morning. That's all we could get for you.